Hi friends, Reyna here, and welcome to your gentle class for August. I call this class, I have cramps and everything sucks, but at least there's yoga. And so this is going to be a very gentle class, a pretty slow moving class. I think this is a great kind of like first thing in the morning or like last thing at night class, really just trying to move the body. We'll be getting into the hips, lower back, and just kind of like creating more space for breath, more space for movement, more space for ourselves. And for this class, I just have a couple blankets and a strap. And you will want something strap-like if you don't have a strap. So a long belt, a scarf that doesn't have too much stretch. We want something that will hold. So yeah, belt, scarf, rope, anything in that realm, and a couple blankets or towels if you want to have like a pillow or something. It's really about being comfortable here. And so let's get started. And for this class, we are going to start on our backs with our blankets under our hips. So you don't have to have like a very tall blanket stack. Mine isn't more than like a couple inches. And have your strap nearby. Lay down onto your back and let your knees bend to start. Walk your feet towards the edges of the mat and let your knees drop in and just rest on one another. Hands can come to the belly. They can rest by the sides or even behind your head. Allow your eyes to close. Let's just settle in. Giving yourself that space to wiggle and move. And just acknowledging anything you may be feeling right now. I know I feel very excited right now. I feel very excited to move, very excited to do this class with you. And so just kind of checking in with yourself. How do you feel? And maybe just making a little kind of acknowledgement of how you want to feel. You're not quite feeling how you'd like to. Just feeling the body heavy, closer to the earth. Feeling the body slow down. And doing your best to really welcome the slow, welcome the ease. Welcome yourself to the space. And keeping the eyes closed, we'll just begin to windshield wiper the knees side to side. So just dropping the legs left and right. And keeping the eyes closed just so you can really feel into it without watching me or watching your legs and kind of comparing or expecting them to be one place or the other. Bringing your attention to the sensation of your hips and your lower back, how your knees feel, and just really honoring your body's boundaries because they will make themselves very present. Continuing to windshield wiper side to side. Good. Next time the knees are to the left, drop them there. The outside of your left leg and the inside of your right leg are reaching towards the earth, but they absolutely don't need to be touching. My legs don't touch the ground in this posture. Just feels nice to drape them a little bit. Good. And from here, lift your left knee and left foot up. So lift your whole left leg up, drape your left foot and left ankle over the outside of your right thigh, and let the weight just kind of give a gentle pull onto your right leg and your right hip. We'll take just 3 rounds of breath here. Good. Keeping the left ankle crossed over the right thigh, just bring the legs to center and wiggle that right foot in a little bit. And you'll find yourself in a reclined pigeon shape or a figure 4 with the legs. And we're not going to pick the legs off the ground quite yet. Just kind of maybe rock a little side to side, but keep that right foot planted. Good. And from here, you can just uncross that left foot from the right thigh, walk the feet out towards the edges of the mat and drop the knees in once again, returning to our settling posture, taking a few rounds of breath right here. And beginning to windshield wiper the legs side to side. Finding a pace that feels really good for you. And next time the legs are to the right, leave them there. And again, your inside of your left leg and the outside of your right leg do not need to be touching the ground. So just let them be as they are. Good. And from here, you'll pick up your whole right leg, drape your right foot and right ankle over the outside of your left thigh, and just let the weight kind of hang, taking 3 rounds of breath. Good, and bringing the legs center. Keep that cross of the ankle over the thigh and then wiggle the left foot in just a little bit and find yourself in this really soft reclined pigeon. And you can wiggle a little side to side here, or you can stay nice and still. The choice is really yours. And uncrossing the right ankle. Start to bring your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a little squeeze. You can bring your hands behind your thighs, and the knees can move more towards the armpits just to make space for your body. Good. And beginning to blink the eyes open, just take in the space, take in the light. And grab your strap. And you'll bring your strap, it can be in a loop or in not a loop, it doesn't matter. You're just gonna bring your strap around the soles of your feet
And then really press the soles of your feet into your strap as you straighten the legs up. Slide your hands down the strap towards the earth. And let your elbows and your triceps just rest on the earth. You can kind of wind the strap up in your hands if you'd like. But you're gently just pulling your feet, kind of pulsing them towards the head. And the feet can be nice and wide again to really make space for the body. Releasing some pressure off the lower back. You can bend the knees or keep the legs nice and straight. The choice is really yours here. Good, so start to really pull the feet towards your head and see if you can place your hands on the ground. And let the weight kind of hold your feet towards your head. This is like a really soft plow pose. Good. Wrap the strap around your hands a little more and bring your hands towards your feet as close as you can really get them. Bend the knees a little, and we're going to start to rock up and down the spine. So forward and back on the mat, not side to side. And you can use your feet to really push the weight forward. And you'll take a few rocks here, and then bring yourself up into a brief boat pose, using the strap to really pull the knees towards the chest. Breathing here for 3, for 2. Good. Lower the feet to the earth. Keep the strap just as it is. I'm just going to scoot back on my mat a little bit. Keep your hands around the strap. Knees bent, heels are pressing to the earth. Lift the heart up, so pull on the strap, lift the heart, and now start to walk the legs out, moving them towards straight, and pull yourself forward into a little fold here. So you might not fold deep and your legs may not straighten, and that's totally fine. We're looking for sensation in the backs of the legs, and we're looking for strength and stability in the spine and in the core. So the depth of fold is absolutely not important here. We're looking for activity and engagement. Breathing here for 3, for 2, last one. Good. Soften, unwind your hands, point and flex your feet, just back and forth. Make some circles with your feet. I don't know if you can hear how much my ankles are crackling. And making sure just to go both directions. Good. Beautiful. And we'll come to an easy pose, Sukhasana. So cross your ankles and then adjust yourself so that you have a little lift of your hips, and this is where the blankets can really come in handy. Sit up nice and tall. Strap can be to the side, but just for a moment because we are going to come back to it very shortly. Letting the hands rest on the thighs. We'll just take a few rounds of breath here to really settle in, readjust. I'm gonna pop my sweater off real quick. Good. Just finding some fullness of breath. Beautiful. Grab your strap. And you'll want it long, so pretty long, hands on top, palms facing down. Extend the strap out in front of you. And you want it like a little more than your, wider than shoulder distance for sure. So kind of like you're making a V. If you were to hold your arms over your head, you'd have a V shape. So inhale, start to reach the arms and your strap overhead, lift the heart. And we'll take a few rounds of breath here. And if you're feeling any pressure on your shoulder joint, so like right at the tops of your shoulders here, widen your hands, widen the space between your hands a little bit. And that'll just kind of soften that pressure. You can reach back maybe a little bit more deeply. Breathing here for 3, for 2. Good. Start to let the strap drop behind you. You may definitely need to widen your grip a little bit. Lift the heart. Breathing here for 3, for 2. Good. Inhale, start to bring the strap back over your head. Hold at the top for 3, for 2. Good. Slowly let the strap fall towards your knees. Take a moment, rest the hands. Good. Inhale, reach the strap overhead. Hold at the top for 3, 2. Good. Release the strap behind you. Hold at the bottom for 3, 2. Good. Inhale, strap reaches up. Hold at the top for 3, for 2. Good. Release the strap down in front of you. Rest on the knees for 3, for 2. Good. Inhale, reach the strap overhead. Hold at the top here. And we'll start to side bend. So reach a little taller. Really lift the heart. Inhale. Exhale, side bend to the right. Good. Inhale, center. Exhale, side bend left. Inhale, center. Side bend right. Inhale, center, side bend left. Good. Keep the tension in the strap. Inhale, center, side bend right. Inhale, center, side bend left. Good. Come to center, stay here, and we'll start to twist. So some nice easy twists. They don't need to be big. They don't need to be fast. Just finding a nice pace that works for you. Good. Come to center and release the strap down in front of you. Release your hands and put the strap to the side. Good. Give the hands a little shake. Tilt your head a little side to side. And we'll come into some neck circles. So drop the chin towards the chest. Start to scrape your chin along your right collarbone. Rotate head towards the sky. Drop chin towards the left and scrape it across your left collarbone. Come back to center. Other way. So scrape towards the left collarbone. Rotate the chin towards the sky. Drop to the right shoulder. Scrape to the right collarbone. And then to center. Lift your head up. Hands come to your knees. And we'll take some seated cat-cow. So inhale, find cow pose, lift the heart. Exhale, round the spine, cat. Good. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. And just continue with your seated cat-cow. Again, always honoring that pace that works for you, lingering where it feels really good. And after your next round, return to center. Inhale the arms overhead. Exhale, drop the left hand to the right knee. Right hand drops behind the body. Easy twist for 3, for 2. Good. Inhale. Exhale, return to center. Reach the arms overhead. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, twist. Drop the right hand to the left knee. Left hand drops behind you. Breathing here for 3, for 2, last one. Good, inhale. Exhale, return to center, reach the arms overhead. Big breath in. Exhale, release the arms down by the side. Good. You can roll over your ankles if you'd like, or you can swing your feet around, but we'll come into tabletop. And for this tabletop, take your knees a little bit wider than hips distance, hands a little bit wider than shoulder distance. So we have this nice wide base here. And we'll come into some little circles, or I guess kind of big circles with the whole body. So start to drop the hips towards the right foot, and then circle through center. Bring the hips towards the left foot, come back to tabletop. So circling clockwise first, finding a pace that works for you. And you can really kind of bring the chest into this if you'd like, or you can keep it really kind of static and the spine super straight. Good. And switching the directions of your circle, starting to go counterclockwise. Good. Coming back to center. Bring the knees in just a little bit, just for some stability. Walk the hands towards the right side of the mat and step your left foot to the outside of your left hand. Walk the hands forward. Let the hips move towards the top of the mat and towards the earth. Press the hands down. Nice long lunge here. You can rock a little side to side. Press the right hand into the earth. Left hand comes to cup your left knee. Lift the heart. Inhale. Exhale, straighten the legs, send the hips back. Good. Inhale, move into the lunge. Exhale, straighten and send the hips back. Good. Inhale, move forward. Exhale, send it back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Last one, inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Good. Inhale, move forward once again. Left hand drops to the inside of the left foot. Spin your right leg so it kickstands under your body. Good. Press the left hand down. You can press the left fingertips down and open the right arm towards the sky. Good. And on an inhale, press yourself up, arms extend out to a T. Maybe wiggle your left foot in so it's kind of more in line with your right leg. Thinking of yourself in a warrior 2 shape here, but we're kneeling. Good. Lifting the belly away from the earth, relax the shoulders. Good. Inhale, start to reach the left hand forward. Exhale, left arm reaches overhead, right hand drops to the right thigh as if you're reversing your warrior. Good. Come back up, arms extend out. Start to straighten the left leg and then spin the left foot so the pinky edge is pressing into the ground and toes face the long edge of the mat. Good. Inhale, start to reach the left arm forward. Exhale, left arm reaches overhead. Right hand rests on the right thigh. Good. Inhale back to center. This time, exhale, drop the left hand to the outside of the left leg. Right arm reaches overhead. Good. Inhale back to center, arms extend out to a T. This time, exhale, drop the right hand to the earth. Left arm reaches nice and long, really pressing the right hand down. You can reach the left arm overhead if that feels just a little more comfortable and expressive, or you can stay nice and straight. The choice is yours. You can sway a little in this posture. I just think this feels really good. So let me know what you think. For 3, press the right hand down. Don't drop into your shoulder. For 2. Good. Left hand drops to the ground. Chest spins towards the earth. And just kind of turn on the right knee. So you're facing the opposite side now. Opposite side of the mat. Here we are. Step back, downward facing dog. Pedal the feet. Wiggle the hips. Just finding some space. I think this is our first downward facing dog of this class, and so just seeing what you might like to get from it. Good. Roll forward and find your tabletop. Take the knees a little wide, hands a little wide. And we'll start to find our circles, this time starting counterclockwise. So drop the hips towards the left foot, center, and then to the right. And so same circles, just starting in the opposite direction. And pausing to switch, going clockwise now. Good, coming back to center, taking the knees in just a little, walking the hands towards the left, and stepping your right foot towards the top of the mat, walking your hands forward, and just finding a little length in your lunge. Good. And we'll take that same sequence just back in the opposite direction. So press the left hand into the earth, right hand comes to your right knee. Look out ahead of you. Take a big breath in. Exhale, straighten the legs, send the hips back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Good. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. 2 more. Inhale, move forward. Exhale, move back. Last one. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Good. Inhale into your lunge. Drop your right hand to the inside of your right foot. Press your fingertips down. Open the left arm towards the sky. Think of this as a side angle pose. Good. For 3, 2. Good. Spin that left foot so it kickstands in and under the body. You may need to readjust a little bit. Then rise up, arms out to a T. You can wiggle the right foot in a little bit just to get things in a more comfortable line for you. I'm thinking of this as a warrior 2 shape. Relax the shoulders, engage the core. Good. Inhale, reach the right hand forward. Exhale, reach the right arm overhead. Drop the left hand to the left thigh. Good. Inhale, extend the arms out to a T. This time start to straighten the right leg, to wiggle my toes out, and then turn the toes so they face the long edge of the mat. Press the pinky edge down. Inhale, reach the right arm forward. Exhale, right arm overhead, left hand to left thigh. Good. Come back to your T. This time, drop the right hand to the right leg. Left arm reaches overhead. Good. Inhale back to your T. Exhale, left hand drops to the earth. Right arm reaches overhead. I'm just finding this kind of, I don't know, like a lazy side plank shape, or even a wild thing. If you turn the chest towards the sky, you can wave through the right arm. Circle it. Just see what's feeling good. Breathing here for 3. For 2. Last one. Good. Drop the right hand to the earth, chest spins towards the ground, and you just turn on that left knee and step yourself back, downward facing dog. Good. Roll forward, lower onto your knees, and then just sit your hips back for a second. Scoot your knees off your blanket or your blankets, and then scoot your blankets up a little bit. I'm gonna fold mine so that I have a nice kind of thick layer here, because we're gonna come into pigeon pose, and I find that a little extra height and support is really helpful. And so set your blankets up, long ways across the mat, maybe a little bit of extra height. Bring your hands in front of your blankets, and it doesn't have to be pretty. Just step your right foot over and then walk your right foot towards the left side of your mat. Lay yourself onto your blankets. And so your blankets are supporting your right hip and maybe even the front of your left thigh. Good. And then we'll just immediately walk ourselves forward and rest down. Sleeping our pigeon. We're going to take about a minute here, so find something that feels sustainable. You can walk that right foot in towards your body a little bit more. And if this isn't feeling good, you can take this on your back, recline pigeon as we did earlier, or you can find deer pose with the back leg bent. So I'm going to shut up and let us just sit in our pigeon pose. Good. Slowly start to make your way up. And just as you come up, sit your weight to your right side, swing your left leg around. Good. Extend both legs long. Just give everything a little shake. Windshield wiper the feet and the hips. Good. And then swinging both legs behind you. Take a brief downward facing dog. And lower down back onto your knees, and we'll do the other side. So step the left foot up, walk it across the mat, and lower yourself down. And then sleep forward, finding your pigeon pose. We'll spend just about a minute here. So settle in, I'll see you in a minute. Slowly just making your way up. Lean your weight to your left side, swing your right leg around, extend your left leg. Give everything a little shake. Good. And you're welcome to take another downward facing dog. I'm not going to, so feel free to do that. I encourage you to do what works for you. But once you've made that choice, scoot your blankets back. Keep them nice and fat though. And then scoot your butt right up to them, but don't sit on them, and lay over them. And so your legs might lift up a little bit. And we want the blankets to really be supporting our lower back. Good. And from here, just grab your strap. Make sure it's nice and long. Start to bend your knees, bringing them towards your chest. So you might want to scoot down a little. Constantly just readjusting and making things work for our bodies. Soles of the feet into your strap, and coming back to kind of where we started with a little lift of the hips, finding a little plow pose, reaching the feet over the head. Hands are just kind of pulling the feet towards the ground just above your head. Maybe your strap slides off your feet and you will snap yourself in the face, and that's totally fine. And if you'd like to get the hips even higher, you can bring your blankets higher up your back. So you can bring them to your mid back. You can even bring them under your shoulder blades, like right at the base of your shoulder blades, and then pull your feet like that. And you'll find that your lower back lifts off the ground, and that's totally fine and safe. The higher up that support is, the more lift that you're going to get of your booty. And the more you pull, the more lift you're going to get. Taking the feet as wide as you need to really make space, and acknowledging that this is a compressive shape. This is a shape that invites us to be uncomfortable, and that invites us to explore our breath in a way that is challenging. To slow our breath down and to consciously acknowledge like we have control in this situation. If we want to soften, we can soften. If we want to press our inhales a little bit more so the belly really pushes towards the thighs, we can. Good. And slowly just start to bend the knees nice and wide, widen the feet. Taking happy baby, but just with your strap if you'd like. So the feet are nice and wide. Enjoying the spaciousness. You can also slide the feet towards each other so the soles of the feet kind of touch, and take a little butterfly shape here. That can feel really good. Just a couple strap options for you. We'll take about 5 rounds of breath wherever you are. Good. And just releasing your feet from the strap, setting your strap to the side, letting your feet come to the ground. Slide your blankets out, and you can even just slide them down to support your knees. Coming into Shavasana, allow the eyes to close. And give yourself a little time here. Maybe count to 50 breaths, maybe 20, maybe 100, who knows. Always taking time to thank yourself for making time for your practice. Time to thank your body for being wonderful. As always, I encourage you to find as many moments as you can to be truly in awe of yourself. Thank you all so much for joining me and for allowing me to be your teacher. It's such a gift. And I will see you next time we're on the mat together.